Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey, look, this week I'm feeling so much fresher than last week, so I'm just excited to get into the music. So this week we're featuring Morgan Wallen and his new track, so we're going to take a look at that. We've got Whiskey Myers back, Tyler Childers, Colter Wall, Turnpike Troubadours are back because that was heavily requested again, Charlie Crockett and Devil Makes Three. But next week, what I want you to do when you see this intro, comment down below and let me know some of the good female country music artists. I know a lot of you have been requesting them, but next week we're going to do a heavy focus on the female country artists, and let me know what the good songs are I should listen to. The more independent, the better, I guess, because we want to be showing some new music to all of you. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see who we've got today. It's a Thursday. We're listening to some more Turnpike Troubadours. I'm going to be honest, after the two songs I've heard so far, I think I'm going to find it very difficult not to review these guys every week. So maybe after this week we'll do like a bi-weekly feature of Turnpike. I'm enjoying their music. They're taking me on a journey. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. We're going with Good Lord Lorrie. I know you've seen it in the title. This one was heavily requested. There were a few others that were heavily requested. I am not ignoring them, I promise you. So please drop them in the comments again on this video. I'll make sure I get to them. But anyway, for now, I'm going with the solo acoustic version of this. I don't know what's better, the studio recording or what, but yeah, I kind of want to listen to this live version. So I do prefer live music. But anyway, also, on a side note, there is less chance it gets blocked on the channel. So, we'll listen to this. Just before we get into this, we did hear some good news. I don't know if it's this guy, I think it is this guy, but a lot of you commented on the channel saying that he's sober again, he's writing music, and that's just the best thing for us right now. Turnpike just need to be putting more music out. They don't need to be putting more music out, but a few of us need it. So there's a bit of good news that I'll share that has hit my comment section. So thank you everyone for sharing that news with us, and it is good news.
Lorrie lit a cigarette and smiled and waved the smoke out of her face. Her black hair brown from the summer sun, green eyes looked around the place. And she told me that she loved me and I grinned, and I grabbed her hand and I said, I know. Let's get from here now, darling, if we're going, let's go on and go. Alright. Well, Lorrie said her family used to have a little money and they still act like they do. Your daddy don't think I'm fit to sit in the same room with you. And if I ever set foot in Sevier County, well, your brother said it'd break my jaw. But here I stand with a dark-haired daughter of Southwest Arkansas, and I've been learning that the leaving and the barely breaking even, it's just a part of life for you and me. And I've been living with loneliness, it's got down in my bones. I guess it's just another phase of being free. Oh, and I've been learning how to lose a thing I never laid a hand on all day long. Well, good Lord, Lorrie, I love you, could it go more wrong? Well, good Lord, Lorrie, I love you, could it go more wrong?
Let's take it back a little bit again. This is good music, very well written, a really nice story to it, and I think I said in 7 on 7 wasn't as deep music, and I think one or two of you did pick that out. What I meant by that, it wasn't like surface level deep. It was deep. There were layers to it that you have to sort of dive into. And when you start putting a lot of Turnpike songs together, they start adding up, and you realise that they each have a different stage of the story, kind of, and all make up this image that this guy's lived through, I think. I do think it's very interesting. We will do the dive in the lyrics at the end, and we will carry on, but it's just a well-written song, very well written. Let's carry on.
Wrong. La, da, 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 da. Where D Queen's dry, so bought us both a bottle in downtown Broken Bow. Lorrie's got a buddy with a double-wide trailer. They were shaking dominoes, and I had good intentions till I had too many. I was stupid, I suppose. You better put a little money where your mouth is, boy. Try to keep it closed. I've been learning not to leave it, and the barely breaking even. It's just a part of life for you and me. And I've been living with loneliness. It's got down in my bones. I guess it's just another phase being free. And I've been learning how to lose a thing I never laid a hand on all day long. Well, good Lord, Lorrie, I love you, could it go more wrong? Well, good Lord, Lorrie, I love you, could it go more wrong? La da da. Lorrie said, I wonder what we ever went through all this trouble for. You ain't half of who I thought you was, and this ain't fun no more. And her words cut clean through drunk and dark and dimming doorway light. Well, I've had all I can handle. Hope you're happy now. Good night. Guess the folks were right. Guess the folks were right. Well, good night, Lorrie, I love you, could it go more wrong? Well, good night, Lorrie, I love you, could it go more wrong? La da 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 da.
That's interesting, because I think one of the guys in the crowd, or whoever's part of that setup, said at the end, chills at the end of that. We said like chills listening to that one, something like that. That's what I felt like halfway through the song. I was like, the way that he's written this song, and we'll go into the lyrics, but the way that he's written this song and the way that he's talking, it's just stuff you can relate to, and it's like, why haven't I thought that way about this before? And obviously there's an element of this relationship that he's had with Lorrie has spiraled out of control. I would love to know if she's a real person, and if she heard this, it'd be interesting for sure. But he can tell a story, let me tell you that. Oh, I'm listening to such good music again this week. I hope you're enjoying it, because I really am. So he starts painting a picture of Lorrie. He's like, Lorrie lit a cigarette and smiled and waved the smoke out of her face. I guess this is the first time he met her. With her black hair brown from the summer sun. It just paints such a nice picture of, you know, she's one of those girls that likes to spend time outside, and it sent her hair slightly lighter, which happens. Green eyes looked around the place, and she told me that she loved me, and I grinned and grabbed her hand and said, I know. He's not overconfident, right? There's an air of confidence to him that comes across. Let's get from here now, darling. If we're going, let's go on and go. Well, Lorrie said her family used to have a little money, and they still act like they do. Like, just every line in this just perfectly verbalizes within 2 lines how to paint a picture of a situation Like, you can already tell from this family that they have this sort of arrogance about them, like, I know what's best for my daughter kind of thing. They probably do, and he's kind of alluded to that at the end. But they've got this air of arrogance that they don't necessarily, they're going around talking about having money, stuff like that, and they don't have it anymore. And I guess he's called them out on that. Well, your daddy don't think I'm fit to sit in the same room with you. And if I ever set foot in Sevier County, your brother said he'd break my jaw. So I guess in his younger days, he had an air about him that just didn't sit well for this family to say, this is who I pictured my daughter growing up and marrying, so they've warned her off him. And all of that, I mean, when you're involved with an opinionated family, it's difficult because you always want to win the family over, and if they don't think you're good enough, you're fighting a losing battle from the start. But that should not get in the way of a relationship, but it does. And she probably values their opinion. And he goes, and here I sit with the dark-haired daughter of Southwest Arkansas. It is Arkansas, isn't it? I'm pronouncing that right. I've just listened to the song, I should know. So yeah, he's like, and they're saying all this, but I'm still sitting with her. And he goes, and I've been learning that believing and that, yeah, this is the chorus, and that barely breaking even is just part of life for you and me. And I've been living with the loneliness. It's got down in my bones, I guess. It's just another phase of being free. And I've been here, and I've been learning how to lose a thing I never laid a hand on all along. It's powerful, and he's kind of saying, I don't know if there's like, he hasn't treated her right. He's not abused her, but he's not treated her right. And he's saying like, why is she leaving me? I've never laid a hand on her. And he can't really see that he's not been the right person. And then we talk about this in here. And maybe it's the gambling and drinking and stuff that she didn't necessarily agree with, but it's like, well, D Queen's dry, so I bought us both a bottle. So, and I think this a lot of drinking and whatever he's doing is affecting the relationship at this stage. In downtown Broken Bow, Lorrie's got a buddy with a double wide trailer. They were shaking dominoes. That was the gambling side of it. And I had good intentions till I had too many. I was stupid, I suppose. You better put a little money where your mouth is, boy, and try and keep it closed. Don't chase your losses. If you're gambling, don't chase your losses. If you do gamble, go in with a set amount of money that you don't care to lose. But don't chase your losses, because it's not a good place to be. And I think that's what also is affecting this relationship. It goes into the chorus again. Yeah, it goes into the chorus again, right? Yeah. And then he says, well, Lorrie said, I wonder what we ever went through all this trouble for. You ain't half of who I thought you was, and this ain't fun no more. And her words cut clean through drunk and dark and dim in doorway light. Well, I've had all I can handle. This bit of the song, this is the sucker punch to the gut. This is like, I felt this when he sang this, and he was like, it's basically her saying exactly how she's feeling, and she's probably sat on this sentiment for the last few weeks or months or maybe a year, and she's finally said it. And when you say it, you cannot put those words back into your mouth, and that's kind of it. You're always, if you try and work through it, you're always going to refer back to that relationship. But what he's kind of saying here is, he's got this air of confidence and arrogance about him. And, when she says, it's gone completely wrong, you ain't the man I thought you was, and she's been so personally insulting to him, he just turns around and goes, well, I've had all I can handle. I hope you're happy now. Good night. Guess our folks were right. And it's almost that like you're told something you don't want to hear, you brush it off, and it's not until later that comes back to affect you. He strikes me as a very, very empathetic guy, a deep thinker. You don't write songs like this if you don't think about them. They're not a chance. They're not chance. They're high quality. They're crafted to perfection. I'm so glad you're writing music again. I'm so excited to hear what it's about. You know, I think a lot of it is going to come from a place of struggle for what he's been through. But what we've got to do is just show support and love for it. You know, it's going to be good. It's not going to be forced anyway. But as soon as more music does drop, or a hint of music drops, let me know. I am going to tour the States next summer. I say tour the States. I'm not an artist. What am I saying? I'm going to do a road trip through the States next summer, and I'm going to go and visit some of these guys. And I'm just hoping Turnpike are back performing, because I want to listen to them. So yeah, I'll hopefully rent a pickup or something, try and live some country life, and hopefully meet a few of you on the way around. And yeah, so anyway, look, I've gone on a bit. It's a beautiful song. Good Lord, Lorrie. That is a 10 out of 10 in my book. Let me know what you think as well. But also, one of the requests I had at the start of this video was about female country singers and songwriters, or even bands. If they're similar to Turnpike out there, drop a comment. Let me know who I should be listening to. Let me know if Lorrie's a real person and if she's making music. I don't know. I doubt it. But yeah, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Someone started up there. It sounds like a tractor or something outside. But yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell to stay with all the latest videos. And please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.